with the most, Aaron Ross. What an audience. Thank you guys so much for being in the house tonight. El Cid, I'm Aaron Ross, your comedy boss. We got a great show for you. People have said, we got a great show for you. Yeah. And I am not alone as the Ross. Look behind me, our lovely band, Cheyenne Jolene, Dax Jordan. Let's hear it for the crew. People, this is first show of 2020 for Who's the Ross. First show. And we're all revitalized, relaxed. I mean, look at Cheyenne. Look at how she's glowing, you guys. She's glowing, baby.
Oh, thank you.
The band lost 5 pounds combined. Some winners, some losers on that one. And my co-host, Dax Jordan.
Hello.
That's right, baby.
Hi, everybody.
Baby, he's expecting.
Riders met. Toronto took...
Well, I wasn't expecting that. That's surprise wild stuff right there. But I tell you what, people, we got a super show tonight because tonight is our Super Bowl special. Super Bowl special. And we got a super guest lineup for you guys tonight. I'm so excited. I'm a huge hoops fan. Any basketball fans in the audience? Yeah, baby, I could not be more excited. We got back on the program our old buddy, Darrick Martin, and his friend, Tracy Murray, 2 ex-NBA players and Bruins on our program tonight. Let's hear it for the boys. D-Mart, T-Mur, T-Mur, D-Mart. And then we have a 2-time CFL All-Star who happens to be one of the managers here at El Cid, Anthony Drawhorn on the program. Yeah, baby. He knows that pick 6. And finally, we round out today, we've got a football comedian, the longest name in comedy. Costaki, I knew I was going to screw it up.
Oh, you motherfucker. He's my friend.
He's not joining us.
Wow.
Economopoulos.
Yes!
Can I get a vowel? People, you may not know this about me. Before I was a comedian, I was a very unsuccessful backup quarterback. It's true, I was 4th string in the International Flag Football Arena League of Struggling Actors. It's true, and I didn't see a lot of playing time as much as I was the guy with the clipboard, or as I call it, the quip board, because no one could make Gatorade come out the water boy's nose more than me, baby. And it was on the sidelines, never getting into the game, that I created the drill of the punchline of scrimmage. And we're going to open up the show tonight with that drill. See, it works like this. I tell a joke, I throw the football to a receiver. Then, if it's funny, the chain moves. And if it moves enough and it hits the punchline of scrimmage, baby, we all win.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like winning.
We love winning, right?
Winning. Winners.
So here's who I got with us, all right? I've got our round mound of sound coming from the roost down to the floor, Brian Evans Gill. He's going to be catching the passes from me tonight. Let's hear it for Brian. Yeah, baby. Let him know what time it is, Brian. Let him know what time it is. Are you pumped? He is pumped. He is the spawn of Steve Ballmer. All right. And then
he's overpumped. I believe that's some kind of
when
scandal.
I tell the joke, connect with the ball, our line judge, Tony Sam, will decide how... We got a flag for it. That's right. Too much celebration. Too much.
Roughing the audience, you walk 2 people.
They got kicked out. They got kicked out for eating chicken McNuggets.
Is that really true?
Yeah.
You throw the flag on them. No McNuggets in here.
In a restaurant.
Only empanadas.
They can't bring food in a
Holy
restaurant.
shit.
Oh my God.
That is the weirdest factoid in a monologue we've ever had.
Yeah.
A referee harassed my co-host for 2 people leaving during his warm-up, and the word was, it was for Chicken McNuggets. Johnny Carson never had to deal with that shit. That is, I got dipped on that one. Dipped and duped. So anyways, as I was saying before, I tell the joke, I throw the pass to Brian. Tony decides how long we move the punchline of scrimmage. If we get it all the way down the line, baby, we are the winners. Are you guys ready for the punchline of scrimmage?
Yeah.
Come on, are you guys ready for the punchline of scrimmage?
Yeah.
I tell you, are you ready for some funny? Then baby, it's a Tuesday night party and band. Let's kick it, audience. Make some noise. Time for the punchline of scrimmage. Come on, everybody!
Oh, yeah. Put that jersey on, baby.
Wow, look at that.
Oh,
Oh, he's getting dressed. Is that an Aaron Ross jersey?
oh.
Ha! Ha! Hike! The Oakland Raiders are moving to Las Vegas, which I think will be a perfect fit because the people of Vegas are used to losing.
Damn.
Ha! Hike! When a team wins the Super Bowl, they yell out, I'm going to Disneyland! And when the Cleveland Browns end their season early, they yell out, I'm going to Home Depot to wave down trucks!
Bam! Take
Not a
that.
Cleveland Browns fan. Ha! Ha! Hike! A new poll shows the main reason people are watching the 2020 Super Bowl this year is because of the commercials and J-Lo, which means this year's big game's all about dem ads and dat ass.
Yeah.
Blue 69! Blue ball 69! Hike! The stupid XFL is back with a brand new sponsor of Gatorade Vape. A halftime show that's your phone and marquee names like your stepdad, your gym teacher, and half of the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, shit.
Woo.
All right, what is with you in Cleveland? I had to get the ref from Cleveland.
Roughing Cleveland. Wow.
Ha! Ha! Hey! We got this, Brian. A lot of people think that Gronk retired from a bad back after carrying Tom Brady for all those years. But others think it's because he scored his 69th touchdown, saw it on the scoreboard, and hasn't stopped laughing since.
He's simple, I get it. Pretty straightforward.
Ha! Ha! Hike! The number one question people in LA are asking about this year's Super Bowl, hey, what team does LeBron play for?
I still don't know.
Intentional frowning.
Thank you! Thank you!
Intentional frowning.
That was a good joke. Hat! Big up! Omaha! Silver Lake! Hike! And finally, this year's big game is in Miami. Meaning this is Super Bowl CS. Ay, ay, ay! We did it! The punchline of scrimmage, ladies and gentlemen. I was going for a chest bump and he went low. Chest bump and he went
Go
low.
for the legs. I go
Yeah.
for the legs. That's how I
Sweep
do.
that's right. I stuck it out and I was like, this is bad. This is going to be bad. I deserve that for the David
That's what-
Caruso
That's
final
what I did in
punchline.
rehearsal.
Yes, it's true. You did do that in rehearsal. But you had this longing, like, Titanic move to get toward me, and I was like, we're going to do it.
Yeah. The
All right.
audience is surprised to find out we do rehearsal.
Sponsored by McDonald's Chicken Nuggets. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? We love the game of football here at the show, and the great thing about football is you don't necessarily have to have a football field. Sure, it's great there, but football's great on the streets as well. And we decided to take a football out to two of the craziest streets at the craziest intersection in the world of Hollywood and Highland and see if people wanted to throw the pigskin with me. We got it right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and make some noise for a video we like to call Hut Hut Hollywood. We'll catch this button.
for your sins. You are no longer
That's crazy.
Oh my god, what hit me?
Hut! Hut! Hollywood!
Better watch out for the black quarterback. Look, we got skills.
He's gonna scoot out, and I'm gonna hit him with it.
no man comes to the Father but by me. He makes the difference.
Did you eat your Wheaties today?
Oh yeah.
All right, good, good. Did you snap into a Slim Jim?
Oh yeah.
Did you do the do?
Yeah.
All right.
I did all, man.
You're gonna be sick, but I believe that you can catch this. I'll do some Hail Marys before this Hail Mary. Hike. That's how we do. PJ Locke here played for University of Texas. Do you still play?
I played in the Broncos.
You play for the Denver Broncos. Yeah. Incredible. Blue 69. Huh. Oh!
Oh no.
On the ball!
He had a great quarterback. I had a great receiver. He made me look
He's
good.
a man. Champion. And still undefeated. Hey, Hot Hot Hollywood, everybody make some noise for the video! And now, the one-armed drummer! Yo! Well, we definitely didn't rehearse that. All right, here we go, people. Before we bring our first guest onto the stage, who I'm super stoked about, we got a very special guest here, a Hall of Famer, Dax.
Hall of Fame of what?
The Puppy Bowl.
Wow.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We have the first ever Puppy Bowl Hall of Fame induction ceremony. You probably know this young pup from our show. At only 4 years old, he's still going, but he's already made it to the Puppy Bowl Hall of Fame. And we actually have a stat card here that we'd like to show for our main pup, Kanye. 5 barks per fetch, ladies and gentlemen. Most can only do 2.
Is he juicing?
Look at him.
Oh.
It's Kanye.
Wow.
League leader for 14 years in sits. Look at him sitting. Look at him right there. 3-time MVP. 2-time Adorbs Award, which is Adores.
Adorbs,
I have the 2-time Adores Award of him.
Kanye typed this, actually.
He actually, that's the crazy thing is Kanye made his own stat card. He's feared by all firehydrants. And Dax, if you will, get me that right there. And band, if you're ready. People, make some noise. First ever induction into the Puppy Bowl Hall of Fame. Let's hear it for Kanye, a.k.a. Yay, a.k.a. Adventure Pup. Are you not the best boy? Look at you. You want to go to the audience? Come on. Audience, make some noise. You want to say hi to Yay?
Here he comes. Your chance to get an autograph.
Yeah.
A Paul
Look at the
autograph.
best boy. He's the best boy. He's the best boy. He's the best boy. This is for our new calendar right here. Come on, Kanye. Yay. Hooray for Yay. Yeah. Come on, Kanye.
Yeah.
Come on, everybody, make some noise for Yay. Come on, buddy, you got this. You got this.
Yeah.
That's why we pay him the big bucks, ladies and
Serious
gentlemen.
crime.
That's why we pay him the big bucks. All right, you guys ready for your first guest to get out here on stage with us here at Who's the Ross for our Super Bowl special? Could not be more thrilled to have these gentlemen on the program. One we've had before, the other brand new, both former NBA players. And we got a little video that we'd like to show you of their work right now. They've played for such teams as the Clippers, the Raptors, the T-Wolves, the Grizzlies, the Kings, the Mavericks.
Martin fires and hits.
Darrick Martin, I can't say enough about him, Chuck.
Darrick Martin filling it up for three-point range. Darrick Martin, he's got the mojo going.
Road less traveled.
Martin for three.
Darrick Martin with a little skip to my Lou there.
Drops it off to Murray. Running hook in the lane is good, and that is our first score. Tracy Murray spins over Tony Delk and drops in the 15-footer. Turns up 13. Tracy Murray again. Run over Tony Delk.
He's not worried about the career high. There's a turnover.
Tracy Murray. What more can you say? Well, a lot of Warrior fans came to see Chris Webber and Juwan Howard and ended up watching Tracy Murray pump in 50 points.
Karl Malone should be suspended for tonight's Game 3 of Wolves-Lakers for putting an elbow to the throat of Minnesota's Darrick Martin toward the end of Game 2. DA points to a history of the mailman rocking some nogs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now get your noggins a rock. Make some noise. Here is Darrick Martin and Tracy Murray. Former NBA players Darrick Martin and Tracy Murray. Come on, everybody. Yeah. You are the biggest guests we've ever had. Literally. Never before have we had, so with the double duo here, the Buddy Bruins, both from UCLA, could not be more excited. How many, we've got 12 years in the league for you, and Darrick, was it 10 or 12? 13, 25 combined years in the NBA. Could not be more excited to have you guys here. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for having us.
I got to start with that clip right there. We had a little package. Your highlights of a 50-point game we're going to get to in a second. Some of your highlights over your 13 years. But also I want to ask about in 2004 in the playoffs when Karl Malone rocked your noggin. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do actually, and he had told me he was going to get me because I was setting screens.
I'm sure you were doing more than setting screens.
Yeah,
I'm sure you were
that's why
talking
I'm
some
laugh-
epic shit to Karl Malone.
I'm laughing to myself about that.
You're like, mailman, you don't
you
got
are.
hair. You don't got hair, mailman.
And I actually scored 40 on you guys to beat you, so I was reminding him of that too. Throughout that game when I was playing for the Clippers. So
You're a great trash talker. Not so smart.
oh, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I think I just got a flag because you're way above my pay grade and I insulted you. We got a rough.
I like that. I like that.
Rough at the guest down here. I don't even know where to start. Let's start at UCLA where you guys met.
Actually, you have to go back. Yeah, no.
Earlier than that.
Yeah, we've known each other since we were 12 and 13, playing for ARC, which was the local club team ran by Rich Goldberg. So we've known each other since we were kids.
Yeah.
Since you were Nerf dunking on the back of someone.
Yeah,
Wait, no, you guys didn't have to do that. You were actually dunking at that age.
Well, Tracy was. I was still growing.
Wait, how old were you the first time you dunked?
14.
14 years old. And can I just...
I was 35.
Yeah, but that's because we got the trampoline for you, and finally you were able to do it. I gotta ask, in high school as a senior, you averaged 44.3... That what was so perfectly timed. 44.3 points a game.
Yep.
You're a teenager, and you're putting up Wilt Chamberlain-like numbers. So what I want to know is when you were 18, were you putting up Wilt Chamberlain-like numbers? Because my God, I mean, if I scored 4.3 points a game, I would have been gold in high school.
You'd have put up a few numbers.
You put up some numbers. What is that like? What does that feel like when you're that prolific? What is your I want to know what your social life is like at that point.
Well, actually, I didn't have a social life. That's probably why I got it done.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
No, it was school, home, back to school, gym, practice. You know, that's all it was back then for me.
Unbelievable.
Glendora, I'm really from Pasadena. So in the 8th grade, we moved to Glendora, and I didn't have any friends. So I stayed home. Yeah, go ahead. Throw the flag.
Too sad. Too sad. Way too sad. No, let's get a light on him. These jokes are... I need a flag for how good the jokes are.
Yeah, he's
funnier than
pretty good.
the host. So you're an LA guy. Born in LA, raised in Pasadena, high school in Glendora, then went to UCLA. No social life.
Until I got to UCLA.
Now let's talk about that shit. What was... what? Yeah, he's the troublemaker. He's the troublemaker. What was UCLA like for you two? We don't want to know about that 12 years old. We want to know what it was like when you were in there as Bruins getting those...
I would say it's a good thing.
I know. False innuendo. I know. I call my
unnecessary roughness.
Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you. All right.
Yeah.
I forgot it's 2020. We'll talk about this afterwards. So you guys are in college together. What is life like at that point?
It's great. I think I would just say this: we're very glad social media was not around then.
Oh, no
during
question.
that time.
No question.
In that case, I'll move on. Let's get to being pros. So many teams you guys played on together, but I gotta ask, 50-point game.
Yes.
50-point game. There are only so many people in history. And you're one of 7 wizards, I believe, wizards/bullets. But we're woke here, so they're just wizards, to score a 50-point game. That list includes Michael Jordan. Always good to be on those lists with Michael Jordan. We saw the highlights in that clip we showed. When you're in that 50-point game, are you in the proverbial zone?
Oh, no question. That was one of those days where we were shorthanded. Juwan Howard was injured. Chris Webber was injured. George Marason was injured. We had 7 guys, and we had just signed Lawrence Moulton for the 8th guy. We need to have 8 guys on the roster. So that night, I knew that, number one, I wasn't going to play looking over my shoulders. Number 2, we had to put points on the board to win.
Right, someone had to do it.
Somebody
At
had
that
to
point.
do it.
You had
Somebody had to
two
do it.
Fab Four guys out, and one the most gigantic actor of all time,
Right.
in George Mirasan, Billy Crystal movie. Look it up. And you go out there and you score 50 points. What's the feeling? Do you even remember it at that point?
It was one of those things that just started happening fast. It started like after the first 5 minutes, then all of a sudden points were just coming up on the board. And people look at me and was like, oh, he's a 3-point shooter, but it wasn't just 3-point shots.
We saw you had that hook shot from the free throw. That imitation of Magic Johnson there was incredible.
Post-ups. There was fast breaks.
You got that great post-up. You got that mid-range game. I watched your highlight reels, and it was like, Now, it was like a bit of a mellow there. You were playing a little bit of bully ball. I guess, how tall are you?
6'7".
6'7", and you played. Did you play the 2?
I played the small forward.
So you played the 3,
Yeah.
and you get down there with some of those cats, and you just had the size on them.
We're a little bit heavier back then. They're leaner now. So I was probably about 235, 240 back then. Okay, here we go.
Unnecessary weight change.
But with the guys that was at that position at the time, I mean, go back to my rookie year. Jerome Kersey was 245.
Right. I mean,
So
he was in that.
I hit the ground quite a few times trying to guard him in the post, so I had to get in the weight room.
Shout out to the Portland Trailblazers. Shout out to our good friend Jerome Kersey, who a man
God
who I
rest
met.
his soul.
Yeah,
Yep.
God rest his soul. A wonderful man. And shout out to our friend Ken Sloy, or Ron Sloy. They call him a really tan Portland Ken, who was like his best friend. You always see him on the TNT games. Let's talk about with the Trailblazers. We had Cliff Robinson on the program, and Cliff Robinson's a big cannabis advocate. And he told us there was smoke before there was fire when he scored 50 points in a game.
I'm sure it was.
Did Cliffy was he token when you were playing?
I played the 5th.
Smart.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Now he's told us that he has smoked in those games. Did you ever see? Is that something that would happen, or do you probably have to plead the 5th on that at this point?
Plead the 5th.
You plead the 5th on that at this point. All right, understood. Let's talk about Michael Jordan. You both played against Michael Jordan.
Yes.
You had one of the most infamous trash talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I didn't do that.
But you beat him. You beat his team with the Toronto Raptors in a season where they only lost 10 games out of 82. What does it feel like to beat Michael Jordan?
Well, with an expansion team, it felt like a championship, because we weren't I'm sure Vegas lost a lot of money that night. we weren't supposed to beat them. We weren't even supposed to be within 20 points of that team. But, that was probably the best team in history. And then we just played extremely well that night. And we stayed close, took the lead, and luckily Michael got a shot off about 0.2 of a second after the buzzer.
Right, he made the final shot in that game.
Yeah.
It was just after the buzzer. So yeah, that's
a lot of trash talking that game, I might add, too.
Well, from him? Or
Alvin Robertson was
Alvin Robertson is a classic trash talker.
So they had something going.
Between the
and
two
then
of them.
Carlos Rogers was talking trash to Scottie Pippen. He had a bet with Scottie Pippen before the game.
You might want to plead the fifth on that one, too.
I might want to say that one. Carlos Rogers bet Scottie Pippen that I would bust his ass in that game. That's what Carlos Rogers. Now I'm quoting Carlos Rogers here. I had no clue of the bet.
Unnecessary air quotes. Unnecessary.
Wait, here. Let me throw a flag.
No.
You can. You know what?
I need
you don't have to throw. You don't have to
Roughing the
throw
referee.
hands.
Roughing the referee.
I'm gonna throw a flag. I'm gonna throw a flag because I didn't get a cut.
Just throw hands.
I didn't get a cut of the bet. Let me throw a flag. I gotta get a cut of the bet.
Wow, you got some good distance on that.
Carlos Rogers owes you money
He owes me
for
money
the bet
for that
against
game.
Scottie Pippen.
Yes.
Pay up, Carlos.
That I didn't know about. Thank you, Carlos.
Come on, Carlos.
No, but it was fun. It was fun playing against the best team in the world, and beating them at that time.
Did you have anything to say to Mike? Did you ever?
I had zip to say to Mike. I had zip to say to Scotty. I had zip to say to any of them because I'm not trying to light that fire like this guy.
You said it with your game.
We got to guard him.
Right.
he didn't have to guard
That's right.
him.
The jam with Darrick is that you didn't have to guard him.
No, I had to guard him a few times.
A few times.
Yeah.
I got caught off on switches on him all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely not going to call him.
Did you have anyone that clearly his big story is against Michael Jordan? Did you have any rival that was somebody that you always went toe to toe with, where you were like, all right, when we play them today, someone you'd want to make a bet against?
It was that I want to make a bet against.
Yeah,
I would have never done that. As far as that goes. But I always loved playing against that Chicago Bulls team. I always played well against them. I think that's why Carlos made the bet.
Because he knew you were going to come bring it.
He knew I was focused that game. I didn't talk to anybody in the locker room that game.
I like that. Now we know that you typically have a lot to say, which is really incredible that you let me talk over you to Tracy this whole time with
humble.
Well, we grew up together, so it's a group of us: myself, Tracy, Mitchell Butler, Chris Mills, and if you polled all of them, they would all point the finger at me as the one that gets it cracking.
You're the one that gets it cracking. Now we know the infamous story you told us before. Tell everyone what you said to Mike. You're playing Michael Jordan, and you're up a bunch of points in the fourth quarter. As again, this is the same year. This is the same year that you won the game as a Canadian team. You're playing for the Toronto Raptors. You're playing for the Vancouver Grizzlies,
right.
And it's almost two expansion teams going to beat this incredible Bulls team. But you decided you didn't want to win that game because you lit the fire under Michael Jordan by saying to him,
I scored the bucket, got an N1, walked by the bench, and said, "I told you we were going to beat your ass tonight."
And then Michael scored 19 points in the last 6 minutes to beat you guys.
Yes,
off the bench. You got him off the bench. You awoke the sleeping.
His shoes were untied and almost off, so he tied his shoes back up.
And then what did he say to you?
He said, "Little guy, I told you about talking shit to me."
You said you wanted to see greatness, didn't you?
Yeah, I wanted to see greatness. I wanted to see if he could do it.
You got it. Now, we talked to
Exactly.
Antonio Harvey, who's a friend of ours from Portland, and he said that the first time that he went up against Mike, in fact, in this game, that he blocked Mike and went, "I'm sorry, Mike." He apologized to him. But he said that there were guys that would ask for his shoes after games, try to get autographs at the free throw line. Did you see any other kind of shenanigans like that with any other players? The Birds of the league, the Magic Johnsons of the league, the Kobe's of the league, which was an interesting time to play in the 90s because you have that crossover, Shaq and...
The 2015 year when I was coaching with the Lakers, there was tons of getting Kobe's shoes after the game from the other superstars.
Right. When
You
he
know,
that was his last
they were
year.
collecting his last year. Yeah, every superstar pretty much from every team.
That makes a little bit more sense. A little bit more sense. Like if you're getting in the last game, like D-Wade, they do the jersey exchanges.
Right.
It's another thing when
Did
a guy's
you
just
do
going to
any of
whoop your
that back
ass.
in the day? I know we didn't.
No, see, we weren't raised.
Yeah,
like
no, we were
that.
raised.
Tell him, you told us
we were
before.
raised-
How did your dad? What did your dad say? He implanted something to you in relation to why you would talk shit to a man like Michael Jordan. What did your old man say to you?
I'm just trying to
You said it was like you go for the neck of the greatest.
Oh yeah, he always taught me.
Yeah.
You
Make your name on the best. Yeah.
You go after the best.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you want to be the best, you have to beat the best.
Yep.
And the group of guys that I just named, we
That
all
sounds
had
like a Busta
fathers.
Rhymes quote at the beginning of "Give Me Some More."
Yeah.
If I,
Be the
they
man,
said
you gotta
flip
beat the man, Ric
mode.
Flair.
Flip mode is the greatest.
That's right.
If I can't be
Yeah,
part of the
that's
greatest, I was always told. Wait, if I can be part of the greatest, I gotta be the greatest myself. But boom, 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 boom. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. So that's just how we were raised.
Yeah.
That's how we were raised.
Now, D-Mart Jr. is your son.
Yes.
And you raised him that way.
Yeah.
Do you have any children?
Yeah, I have 3.
3 children.
How
We have an
many does-
infertile audience, so they're really.
How many children does Michael Jordan have? Did we beat him?
I think he has 2.
2.
Oh,
I think
shit.
2. Yeah.
Take that!
Yeah.
Dang, I
Beat him again.
Field goal.
I beat him twice. Wow.
Who was your favorite player to play with? Both of you. Darrick, I'll let you start. Favorite player to play with in the NBA?
Ooh. I would probably say. Oh, that's a tough one.
Remember, they're watching this at home.
Delay his show.
I would probably say Chris Bosh. Although I did enjoy playing with C. Webb, I did enjoy playing with Kevin Garnett. But I was with Chris Bosh in the early days in Toronto, watching him develop. And we spent a lot of time talking back and forth. I had become the old guy in the locker room at the time and sort of the mentor. So he would ask me a lot of questions about different things and how to get through the NBA. So to see him develop into what he had become sort of was a special bond.
That's really cool. That's cool. A father.
Our big brother.
To the
Big
baby
brother.
Bosh. Big brother to
brother.
baby Bosh. What about you? Who was someone that you just loved, you had a chemistry with on the court?
Oh, he's just like he said. It's a list of guys because we were on a bunch of teams. For if you didn't know, if you didn't go down to Wikipedia, we played on half of the league teams. So we played with a lot of great players. I played with Akeem Olajuwon. I played with Clyde Drexler. Clyde Drexler was the guy that took me under his wing.
That's a beautiful thing, and I got to say, as someone from Portland Trailblazer fan,
Right.
Clyde Drexler was my favorite player growing up, and you got traded
With Clyde.
Right. To Houston,
get a
and then what
championship.
happened in 1995?
We won a championship together.
You got an NBA ring, people.
Yeah.
Yep. So Damon Stoudemire is another one that I.
Shout out Damon Stoudemire went to my high
love-
school, Wilson High School. Shout out Wilson High
And
School.
I love playing with him. I had my best years of pro with him. We broke that city of Toronto in together. You know, it's like we were just like you guys were in Vancouver. You guys were the first team. You guys were originals. We were originals in Toronto. So when
OGs.
when you're the OGs of the birth of a franchise, you develop special relationships with those guys, and it was just you guys. It was just us. That we didn't have any friends up there. We didn't have any family members up there. It was just us. So we had a different bond with that team.
Well, expansion teams are a trip because you basically are pulled from other NBA teams when they make new ones. And it's just a different mode of apparatus because teams aren't used to being, so you have to come together. There's no choice. Can I ask you about, you didn't start immediately in the NBA, correct?
No. It took me a year and a half to get in after I didn't play my senior year in college.
You went to the CBA. Tell me about the CBA to NBA struggle.
Wow. That is...
It's a grind, bro.
It is a grind.
That's a
to
league
say
that doesn't
the
exist
least.
anymore. Basically, it's the G League, the developmental league.
Yeah, and the G League is probably like paradise compared to what the CBA is.
I heard the rumors about CBA was that it was worse than the Clippers.
Yes.
At the
10
time.
times,
And no,
yeah.
because you told me that the checks
Would
bounced with the Clippers.
Yeah. That was
Wow.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
So,
Clippers.
with the
huh?
Clippers. Yeah. JT.
With the Lakers, when you played in the Lakers, did those checks cleared, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's good money. That's good money. They pay you in advance for like seasons you didn't even play.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, look, we're going to trade you after this season, but take money for the next couple of years.
Yeah, there you go.
If Aaron paid me for this gig, the checks would bounce. But I'd still do
Oh,
it.
for sure.
But I'd still do it.
For sure.
But the CBA was hard. We traveled on buses.
How did you not throw a flag on him for interrupting me?
I'll allow it.
God damn it, you're on his team! I'll allow it! Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. All right, carry on.
We traveled on buses. The pay was maybe $300 a week. The facilities were
I don't
bad.
make more than that.
That's a fortune.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Pretty good.
It was just a grind. It was really a test to see if you really wanted to continue the career in playing basketball.
Well, God bless you. You did. You got to the NBA, 13-year career, and talk that shit to Michael Jordan. Does Mike take stock of that? Does he get pissed? If you score a bucket on him and you're in the CBA, you just whisper in his ear, CBA, bitch. CBA, bitch.
Yeah, Mike takes everything personal. I think that's what
drives him, and all the talent.
Yeah.
You're a globetrotter. Tell me about that. By the way, do we have? I'll just get it. Yeah, da 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 da.
That's pretty good. The funny thing about it was I didn't participate in any of the kind of funny things. And
you just played ball, and I would be a clown that would go and I'd keep spinning the ball and be like, "What you got?" Did they steal it from me? And then, I'd play for the Washington Generals. I get it now.
You would fit in good. You could play for Globetrotters.
That would be man.
Yeah.
What would my nickname be? They call me the Pete Buttigieg of basketball.
Buttigieg close to Pete Maravich?
No, Buttigieg.
Oh, Buttigieg.
Yeah. He's no Economopoulos, but or the Black Jeff Hornacek, I've been called. Because he's so white that I look black compared to him. You know what I'm saying?
He kind of is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That would be a good one. The Black Hornacek.
Black Hornacek, that's a good one. That works.
Black horny, huh?
What do you got?
For a whistle on that.
I didn't like it. How about Woody?
Woody. Like the character in Toy Story?
You liked it. He liked it. You liked it. We'll allow it.
Wow, he get a car. What's going on around here?
No, he gets reprimanded. He gets yelled at. I have to see it. It's right there. I just realized it's right. It's on your finger. You have your championship ring on. Am I correct? Oh my God, Uncut Gems, you guys.
Wow.
Have you seen Uncut Gems? You haven't. It really was a good reference. Oh my God. Noah, where are you?
Get it.
Come over here. Come close up to
This
this
is our
one.
fourth camera. That's
There we go.
crazy.
This is incredible. This is Tracy Murray's championship ring with 2 championship trophies in there because it's the second year in a row that the Houston Rockets won the NBA.
Looks like a class ring compared to all the other ones today.
Oh my God. This is incredible. Oh my God. May I? I should ask. Oh my God. I have an NBA championship ring on. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Nothing Tony says can make me not feel happy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is so fucking cool.
Uh-oh, got him again.
The referee wants to make sure it's real gold. Check that out.
Checks out.
Yeah, checks out.
Allow it. Unbelievable. Come on, give it up for Tracy Murray, you guys. That's crazy. Thank you so much. It is an absolute pleasure to talk to you guys. There's so much that we could talk about. But we're going to close out with a feat of strength. It's our Super Bowl special, and we created a brand new game called Super Bowling.
Oh,
We have to throw a football into the bowling pin. Same bowling rules for scoring.
Okay.
Get 2 attempts each time. Whoever can get the best frame is our Super Bowling winner. Audience, you ready to see these boys Super Bowl tonight? All right. Let's get our footballs here. We got our footballs in the house. Well, we ain't. No.
Oh, okay. I thought we were bowling
Here
with
we
that.
go.
That would have been easier.
All right, here we go. We're gonna slide down this way, boys. If you'd like a little house music for the Super Bowling, as I give the rules to the gentlemen. Gentlemen, come on down here.
Y'all ready for this? Hey, come on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome welcome to the first annual Who's the Ross Super Bowling Championship. On my right, I have Tracy Murray. Make some noise for Tracy Murray. And on my left, my main man, Darrick Martin. Let's hear for Darrick Martin. Now here's how this works. Gotta have one heel on the back of the back line. You can take one step, and then you get to throw. 2 throws each frame, just like 2 rolls. Hold on, timeout.
This is unfair. He used to be the quarterback on our intramural team with the intramural game, so I'm not buying this one. I was a tight end.
Or as I was gonna say, that's a lot of pressure. D-Mar feeds off pressure, so here we go. It's time for Super Bowling. We will let the challenger go first. You get 2 throws. Let's see what you can do. Your audience, make some noise for Tracy Murray. Super Bowling here. Whoa! All right, we got 8 to start. Great first frame here. See if we can pick up the Super Bowling spare. Oh, baby, okay. Well done. 8-2 in that frame right there. Let's see how D-Mark can do right here. Make sure we got a camera on those pins, fellas. Cool. All right, here we go. All right. Oh! I'm sorry. See if you can pick it up. You got to pick it up. Come on, D-Mark. No! And the champion is the 2-time champion, 1 in the NBA and 1 Super Bowling. Tracy Murray, let's give it up for him. Thank you, fellas. Thank you, T-Mar. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate y'all. Keep making some noise from the NBA. Tracy Murray and Darrick Martin. Thank you, fellas. One more time, let's hear it for our first set of guests, everybody. Come on now. All right, before we bring up our second guest of the evening, I'm going to head to a gentleman that's in the audience right now. If we get the house lights on, Brian, our sideline reporter, Dave Sarasota, joins us for all the sports specials. He's not only an expert on athletics, but also an expert on gambling. Could not be more excited to have him here, checking in with the audience. Please, everybody, make some noise. Here's sideline reporter Dave Sarasota. Dave?
All right, thanks, Aaron. It's pandemonium down here in the crowd here. How's everybody doing? They're trying to hold back their energy levels here. How you doing, sir?
Doing okay.
All right, you can tell that it's getting crazy down here. So what do you think of the show so far? Did you hear that? Did you hear that, guys? He said, yeah! Wow, that's pretty crazy, man. So, are you betting, man? You got any money? Got any money on you? Want to play some bets? I got some change.
What kind of bet are you trying to make there, Dave?
We got an over-under of laughs for the remainder of the show.
Wait, what? What's the number? It's got to be like 50, 60?
We're at 7. We're at 7. So if you want to, I got the under, man, and I really think it's a sure thing. You want to add to my baggie? Come on, man.
Dave Sarasota, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for
yeah,
Dave Sarasota, your sideline reporter. The line is at 7.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Goodness.
Thanks, Aaron.
Thank you, Dave. One more time. Let's hear for Dave Sarasota.
Wow.
Thank you for taking the over on laughs. Wait, it's going okay tonight. Come on, don't be shy, Shippy. You know you love it. All right, very excited for our second set of guests of the evening. We've got a wonderful player who used to be in the CFL. He's a 2-time All-Star. I got to check in with our producer. Oh, my main man is ready. It's exciting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is ready. Very excited to have him on the program. Not only does he work here managing the El Cid, but he's a 2-time Canadian Football League All-Star. Let's get loud. It's one of our own people. Here he is, Anthony Drawhorn. Anthony! Anthony, grab a seat, my friend. Anthony, thank you so much for being here. Anthony, I see you every show we do, and now I get to see you on stage.
It seems like the norm.
It's the norm. By the way, look at how well dressed this man is. Who are you?
Too smooth.
Stop it.
Too smooth.
That's our referee, Tony. Sam, he throws flags.
Listen, I've had a lot of problems with refs. We don't
He
wanna
can be
get
bought,
into
for
it.
sure he can be bought.
You better? Yeah, he can definitely be bought.
He's union.
That's all.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today. It's our Super Bowl special, so we want to talk football with you. We're ready for some football. Let's give some of the stats for you. A two-time CFL All-Star. 10 years in the Canadian Football League. 5 teams. Can you tell us all the teams you played for in the CFL?
So I played for the BC Lions, which is in Vancouver, Canada.
Right.
Played for Saskatchewan, which is in Regina, Saskatchewan.
Pronounced Regina, just so everyone gets that correct. That is how they pronounce it.
Right.
Regina.
Roll that R.
Oh, yeah, you do have to roll that R with the Regina.
I also played for the Ottawa Rough Riders, which is the capital of Canada.
Just listing his YouPorn names here? What's going on here?
The Montreal Alouettes.
Again, I think that's innuendo. I think the Alouette. Yeah, Alouette. And then?
The Birmingham Barracudas.
The Barracudas.
That's a dick joke! It's another dick joke!
Now, one of those teams is fake, right?
No.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have known. The Canadian Football League is not something that is translated as much down across the border. And so I want to know about what are the differences. Now, I've heard there's a mile-long field. Is there...
There are some major differences.
Major differences. There's the optional moose at scrimmage, but you tell us.
The biggest difference, I think, would be the full yard off the ball, actually. So
in what
full
capacity?
yard off the ball means that when you watch the game on next Sunday in NFL, you'll see the guys' helmets just about touching.
Right, helmet to helmet. It's close. They're like this.
Yeah, they're real close. So what happens in the CFL, now you have a full yard
Well, you
between
smell
each
good,
player.
by the way. I got close. He smells really good. Does that happens in the NFL? It wouldn't happen in the Canadian Football League. You'd never know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Be over here.
Smell the guys in the NFL, so...
That's actually their new slogan.
Up close and smelly.
Bingo. So there's one. So you got the yard off the ball. What else?
There's 20 seconds in between plays. So
it's quick.
The Canadian Football League is much more of a player-driven. You can't get the adjustments from the box. You have to be smart as a
Oh, so your quarterback is even much more of a coach because he's got 20 seconds. He's got to move.
The moment the ball has spotted from the play, 20 seconds. So you have...
It is a longer field, or there's a bigger end zone?
There's a longer field. The field are 55 yards wide, or actually 65 yards
They're
wide.
wider in the Canadian Football League.
And longer.
Alouette.
Yeah, so the fields would be 110 from end zone to end zone.
Okay.
And then the end zones themselves are 20 yards.
So speed's important.
If you can't run fast, you can't play in the Canadian Football League.
Well, we've got a little something here of a man running fast. I want to set up this clip before we roll it. In this clip, there is former Heisman Trophy winner and one of the biggest stars in the CFL, Rocket Ishmael. He's going to go on the right sideline. And there's another man who's playing, I believe, for the Ottawa Rough Riders, who's going to come down the middle of the field and show us what speed's all about. Let's roll the clip, Dax.
Now, if you watch right here, he's going to peek back and see. He's looking. He sees me right there. I know he sees me. At the end, he thinks, I can't outrun him. No, he thought he could. He knew he couldn't outrun me, so he said, "I'm."
And then look at this handsome guy right here.
Every week, the opponent, we really want to win against whoever we play, and Toronto just happened to be the next opponent. So, we had to really beat them because they are the stepping stone for us to be in the playoffs.
Like the Argos, Drawhorn's biggest concern is who will play quarterback.
So was John Candy quarterback? So what happened? I found that clip. That is unedited. What happens at the end there? You chase down Rocket Ishmael. You have an adorable interview. You haven't aged a day. And then what? One of the greatest comedians of all time is what's happening?
That's the other end of the Canadian Football League. They don't have the marketing that the NFL does. So John Candy actually at the time was one of the owners, along with Gretzky. And so, yeah, things just...
Take that, XFL.
Yeah, and so really good ownership. But, he just loved the game. And, of course, people love John Candy. So it's an event, It's entertainment at its finest.
Candy is dandy, but China is fine.
Yeah, thank you.
I know. It's a half-baked thing. It's stupid. You hat-tricked 2 Heisman Trophy winners, Andre Ware and Doug Flutie. Tell us what that means.
Hat tricks, for those that don't know, is like 3 interceptions. You might see that in hockey where they scored 3 goals.
You picked off Andre Ware and Doug Flutie 3 times.
In one game, yeah.
God dang!
Individually, yeah. You know, the thing is, as a defensive back, I wish you would. And if you do, you're going to pay. And that's what happened that day.
Wait, you have to do this too. Where's our roaming camera? You've got to come on. Look at this camera right here. And I want that right there. That's a fast wide receiver right there, okay?
I wish you would.
I wish a motherfucker would.
First of all, you can't get off the bump.
You can't get off the bump at all, you fucking slow fat. You motherfucking. I wish you fucking.
Don't make me.
See, I'll eat you like a motherfucker Cinnabon. Start with the center, and then.
What the fuck?
I was just
out of bounds.
Just kind of hungry, but also kind of feisty. Sorry about that, you guys. Let me ask you about this. How many touchdowns did you score? You picked off the ball frequently, made you a 2-time All-Star.
I had 10 interceptions for touchdowns.
10 touchdowns. When you turn that camera back on, I'll fucking kill you.
Battery's out on the lights.
I know. I figured as much. Is he fired? Yeah. What? When you got in the end zone, how did you celebrate?
No, I ain't gonna say little. Major partying.
Major partying. Because in the NFL, they're stuffy, right?
I tell you what, I always say that it's like anybody who closes a major deal. When you close a deal,
it's like closing a deal.
Celebrate whether it's behind closed doors. As a football player, it just happens to be in the arena.
Right.
So, people kind of get that chance to see you celebrate. And for the NFL to say, don't celebrate, that's those billionaire owners again with their heads up their asses.
You stupid mother. Is
that
camera?
I just call it what it is. It's entertainment. If you don't treat it like entertainment.
Yeah, don't treat it like we're going to fucking... you fucking... Just watch us. You fucking... You stupid mother. You stupid mother. You fucking... You fucking motherfucker. You. Huh? Sorry, I saw Raging Bull the other day.
It's like that when you are competing on the field. I mean, if you don't come with the killer instinct,
motherfucker this, motherfucker that,
you are going to get your ass beat.
Yeah, that's why I would have got my ass beat.
It's an ass kicking contest, really, for 60 minutes.
Did you have what did your celebration look like? Did you have a thing? It was like, so if you were for the Rough Riders, were you like, come honey, let's do it,
so my
ride it? I picked.
So my last name being Drawhorn, right? So of course
Drawhorn, yeah.
Drawhorn is my last name, so they call me Quick Draw.
Quick Draw.
You want to know what?
Okay.
You got to be ready when you stand up to draw.
That I'll allow.
That's
no white men dancing.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Speaking of white men dancing, we went to Hollywood Boulevard and we did a little contest to find out who could do the best touchdown dance-off. And we're going to let you and the audience decide who is the big winner. So, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise, put your hands together. Here's our Hollywood touchdown dance-off. I'm Aaron Ross. It's time for the touchdown dance-off. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Let me see you dance, my man. Touchdown dance-off. Take that, son! Miller touchdown dance off. All right, we're going to let you and the audience vote. Do we have any numbers? The winner is going to go home with a fat paycheck from Who's the Ross. We want to know, do you have any favorites in there? Number 4. 4? The boogly woogly moves. That guy almost died.
The guy who looked like Pete Buttigieg. Did you see him up there? Pete Buttigieg.
I think he was in like each and every shot.
No,
like
Pete Buttigieg.
That doesn't look like Pete Buttigieg
Pete
at all.
Buttigieg. No,
I assume he's referring to my joke.
No, there was a guy who looked like Pete Buttigieg, like number 5 in there. Looked just like him.
We're not rolling it back. Anyways, let's move
Go
on.
to the tape!
Anthony, do you have any thoughts on someone that you thought was the best in that clip?
Flipped upside down. I don't know what he did.
We're gonna need a number.
Whatever that was. That was
Breakdancing guy
like,
with the beanie cap.
The flip upside down, it was number 12. Audience thoughts? We heard 4. Is it either our big friend that was 4 or it was our breaker who was 12? 4, make some noise. 12, make some noise. It's a breaker, baby. So just you liked number 4 and everyone else. That's great. Well, that's our winner, our breaker number 12. So let's hear it for him, everybody out there on Hollywood Boulevard. And a big shout out to everyone that got involved with that. That was super fun. The NFL, did it ever come calling, literally or figuratively?
It did.
Tell me about that.
It's interesting how it all happened because, of course, I played in Las Vegas. I went to UNLV. So the director of the Canadian Football League lived in Las Vegas. Comes and see me just before the draft and says, hey, you know you're going to get drafted. And you're probably going to go to Green Bay and not that good. That was in 1988. And he says, I'm going to just tell you a little bit about being in the know. Told me the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, player personnel director were all alumni. Long story short.
Right. And you figure, look, I can get up there. Look, if I know they're going to give me a good position, and I can get up there now, right?
What you see is sometimes it's not how good you are. It's whether or not you fit the team mold or what they're looking for. So it's more about not just ability, personality. If your dad has like 2.3 or 1.5 mil, that makes a huge difference. And so what football does is, at the end of the day, everybody competes on the same level, so it makes it tough.
But you told me that at some point in '95, you're halfway through your career, and you got a call from
Bill Belichick calls me.
Bill Belichick, at the time of the Cleveland Browns?
He would have been the coach for what's the Baltimore team?
Oh, they shifted them over to the Ravens.
In 1995, so that was the last year the Canadian Football League was in the United States. We had teams all across the U.S.
What, you did? What teams were in the U.S. at that point?
We had the Shreveport Pirates. We had the Memphis Mad Dogs. We had the Sacramento.
I like that for the American teams, they have America. Yeah, it's just like they're Mad Dogs.
Not the Pittsburgh penises.
Listen, all the NFL, if you remember, like about 7 or 8 years ago, they added 8 to 10 teams. All of those teams were CFL teams were located.
Oh, okay.
All right, and so what happened was the NFL paid the CFL owners for the U.S. franchises, bought them out, say, we don't want you here. Please
They're a
leave.
Powerful beast. We're actually
Please
getting bought
leave.
out by the NFL, and they're going to convert us into a McDonald's and sell only McNuggets.
It happened. So in '95, actually, I was playing in the U.S. for the Birmingham Barracudas, which was part of the Canadian Football League, and so the NFL would be watching me. And of course, in 10 games, that was an inaugural season for the CFL expansion team, which was the Birmingham Barracudas. We set a pro football record there as well. We won 10 games in our inaugural season. So we were doing some things, but once the NFL came knocking and they closed down the U.S. side of the CFL,
right?
The NFL and the CFL decided that I couldn't go.
Right. They sort of kept players. You were stuck.
I was one of the couldn't goes.
But at that, with 95, do you end up in the All-Star game again that year?
Yes.
You were motivated by the lack of knocking. You were like, all right, see what time it is.
You know what? I think I had 9 interceptions.
Yeah, it was your career year.
Yeah, I was doing things.
Or one of the things you were doing, did you ever jump onto offense? You got that kind of speed where you can catch a man named Rocket.
I'm 2-time punt return champion and 2-time kickoff return champion in the Canadian Football League.
Okay.
When the Rocket Ishmael, actually that year, 92, we were playing, that's the year I think he signed a $25 million contract.
Right, he was huge coming up to the league, being the Heisman winner, yeah.
Yes, and that would be the year that I won the punt return and the kickoff return title in the East.
Did you ever do any like trick plays? Did you ever get in there on offense? They'd be like, all right, we need speed on this one. We're going to do the old okey doke, triple, reverse, lateral, flea flicker.
I wish the coach would, like, back then, only a few players were really allowed to really show their prowess and talent. And one of the ways I was able to do that was just by returning punts and kickoffs.
Well, we're going to let you show your prowess right now because we're going to close with a game called Trick Play. There's so many different plays over the years in the NFL and CFL, and they've got some bizarro names. It's hard to tell what is real and what is fake. So what I want you to do right now is we're going to give you a series of plays. You tell me if it's a real play or if we are trying to trick you. You down?
Okay.
Audience, you guys down to play along? I want you to play along with Anthony. Everybody make some noise and drum roll. Here is Trick Play with Anthony Drawhorn. Play number 1, Yellow Weasel. Yellow.
That's not a play.
It's a play. I'm sorry.
Oh, Yellow Weasel.
That is a play for the Green Bay Packers that didn't work.
That's why it would be called Yellow Weasel.
Yeah, it didn't work at all.
You
could hear
it. This past Sunday.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers was like, Yellow Weasel, Yellow Weasel. And then the guy picked up the ball and then ran into a dude and fell down. And it was like, well, I think Troy Aikman was like, no more Yellow Weasel. He's a dynamo on TV.
So that would probably be an option play, and it's not in the playbook.
Right,
that would be an audible. That ain't in the playbook. That's an audible.
I'm sorry, but we still tricked you. Here we go. Number 2, trick play. Boston Cream. Boston Cream. Boston Cream.
No.
You're right. Boston Cream is a trick play. We got one so far. Okay, here we go.
It's also a trick donut because it's not a good one.
You know, I never really liked the offense anyway because they always had a bunch of silly names for their plays. I just never understood. Why are you calling it?
No silly names for defensive plays?
No.
There's not. Oh, they're just all called.
Crash, bang.
Oh, fucking.
Yeah, it's crash, bang, blast.
Play a game.
All right, here we go. Literally. Here we go. All right, number 3, trick play. Filthy Brady. Filthy Brady.
Yeah, that's a play.
Yeah, it's a play for the Bengals. That's a real play. Well done. All right, here we go. I think we have the rest of these. Here we go. Number 4, trick play. Enron.
No.
No, that's made up. All right, that's very stupid. That one was dumb as fuck. If we'd had better rhythm, I could have gotten you, but we really screwed it up. Here we go. That was like me on the dance floor.
Too much self-loathing.
All right, here we go. Number 5, trick play. Cocktail weenie in a bikini.
I'm going to say yes.
I'm sorry, no. That's real dumb. We came up with that one.
It's a trick play.
That's a trick play. We tricked you on that one. All right, number 6, trick play. Goofy Tiger.
No.
Yeah, it's a Chargers
Oh,
play.
God.
This is a Chargers play. That's a Chargers play. Chargers. All right, here we go. Number 7, trick play. Navin Johnson.
No.
Yeah, that's Steve Martin's character in The Jerk. So. All right, it's 4 out of 7. You get the next one right, you're above the equator line. That's all it takes to be a winner here on this program. Get more than 50% right. Here we go. Number 8, trick play. Bummerooski.
Oh, of course, that's a play.
That's right. They're created by the Chargers. The Bummerooski is where the quarterback thrusts it under the butt of the fullback. He gets it and then goes, "Get it under your butt."
Wow.
And it's lovely. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you come to El Cid, you get to see this man. And if you fuck with him, he'll chase you down and catch you because he fast AF. 2-time CFL All-Star. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Anthony Drawhorn. Yes. Put him out, everyone. Looks like $1 million. Come on. All right, everybody, let's make some noise. We got your final guest here tonight. Could not be more excited. Costaki, Economopoulos.
All right. Hey, guys. How are you? All right. I can only assume that you're like me and you have been following along with the ups and downs of O.J. Simpson's fantasy team. He posts these videos on Twitter, and I cannot not watch them. I find it very compelling. If you haven't followed, his first pick in the fantasy draft this year was Saquon Barkley, who was injured and useless for fantasy for about a month and a half. His third pick in the draft was Antonio Brown, who went insane and didn't play most of the games. His fourth pick in the draft was Andrew Luck, who literally retired a few hours after the draft from football for good. I mean, what are the odds of 3 of your first 4 picks being total busts in the fantasy draft? I mean, what did poor OJ do to deserve this? It hurts my heart to inform you that he ended up winning the fantasy league this year. I don't know how they let him get away with that after that terrible start. Who else was in this league? Marsha Clark and Chris Darden?
Yeah.
I've got a new OJ chunk in 2020. That's where I am in comedy. So we got Super Bowl lineup. We got the teams. You guys into it? Are you excited? We got Chiefs 49ers. All right. Niners, you're a Niners fan? I think the Niners are a good team. Yeah. Chiefs, yeah. Mahomes he seems unstoppable, right? He's good. They're excited in Kansas. They haven't been this excited in Kansas since Dorothy came home. It's very exciting. The Chiefs were in the first Super Bowl 54 years ago. This is true. Tickets were $14 for that Super Bowl, and it was not a sellout. That sounds like one of my shows. We had some radio comps. It was fine. What else? So both teams are red. That's kind of exciting, right? We got it's very much speaks to the regions too. The Kansas City Chiefs are red, and of course the San Francisco 49ers are scarlet. Okay, all right. Well, at least it's not Cabernet. Okay, we'll take it. Good matchup. 49ers traditionally searching for gold. Chiefs traditionally searching for property rights. Is that the sound of white guilt? What was that sound? I don't know what that is. I'm just saying gold diggers have done way better in Miami than the Native Americans, traditionally. So edge 49ers. I feel bad for the Packers fans. That was a tough game, right? With the receiver in this crazy sketch was a Packers fan? Was that Elise was wearing a Packers jersey? Are you here? No? All right. By the way, you guys have the biggest crew in the history of... Every time I blink, there's another person who's on the staff here. Yeah, the Packers, that was a tough game for them. I hope it doesn't drive the people of Wisconsin to start drinking. Packers really schlitz the bed, you know what I'm saying? All right. They haven't been this sad in Wisconsin since the discovery of cholesterol. This was a tough game for them. John Lynch said that no one remembers who played in the Super Bowl. They remember who won. And as a lifelong Falcons fan, oh, how I wish that were true. It won't go away. I'm not over that Super Bowl, by the way. Here's the darkest joke I wrote that night. At least when you're a Falcons fan, you slit your wrists. You get to die in your own team colors. So that's good. That was a tough game, everybody. That was a tough one. It doesn't end. A friend of mine calls me and goes, hey, man, how was your Christmas break? You know, on a scale of 28 to 3. That's not a scale, and fuck you. It was an interesting season in the NFL. A lot of fun stuff happened. The Browns had another losing season. We thought they were going to be good. We were wrong. The Browns haven't had a winning season since 2007. Flip phones had a better decade. Oh. Blockbuster Video had a better decade than the Browns. Right? Grab Ass had a better 10 years. Bill Cosby had a better decade. No? That's too... 10 years ago, he was a hero. Not anymore. It's a tough decade. That's all I'm saying. So who do you guys root for? Who are your teams, NFL teams? Packers over here? Yeah, all right. I heard Bears. Where's Bears right here? Are you from there? Yeah. All right. I got stories about both of these teams, where their names came from. In 20s, when Hallis brought a football team to Chicago in the 20s, they played at Wrigley Field. And he figured these guys are bigger than the baseball players. The baseball team was, of course, the Cubs, so that's why he called them the Bears. Plus, both teams traditionally hibernate during the playoffs. Huh? Come on, that's good writing. What do you want? Packers, at the beginning of time, the company donated $500 for the first uniforms in exchange for the naming rights. They became the Acme Packing Company, and then, of course, they went out of business when their number one customer, Wile E. Coyote, passed away. All right. That's a long way to go. Packers are good. They'll be back, right? Aaron Rodgers is great. His line's great. He's got more time in the pocket than my high school condom. That's a long time. I was on the chess team. I might still have that thing. It's nice for the referee to wear his Patriots jersey to the show tonight. That's good. Yeah. I'm glad they found Tom Brady's jersey after that Super Bowl, by the way. Thank God. Finally something happened right for Tom Brady. Oh. They should turn that story into an ad for NFL Shop, right? Have the guy standing there in the Brady jersey. I just steal this out of Tom Brady's actual locker, and I smuggled it all the way back to Mexico. And then I got arrested by the FBI. And there's a little kid standing next to him with the same shirt. I got mine at NFLshop.com. Female ref in the NFL, I think that's awesome, right? It's been a long time coming. It's a great match. Come on. Women have been interrupting football for years. Come on. I'm just saying, I'm surprised there aren't some differences with a female ref, right? She throws the flag, doesn't tell you why. 55, you know. Female ref, right? You can get in trouble for some shit you did 3 weeks ago. You can get a flag because she was thinking that you committed a penalty. You can get a flag that she had a dream that you committed a penalty. And no more instant replay once she's made up her mind, not interested in the facts. One more. And the NFL's saving money because they have to pay her 82 cents on the dollar. So that's... Oh, no, he didn't. Oh. All right, female laughter at that joke. Praise Jesus. All right, that's probably the closer. Let's, yeah. Good night, everybody.
Costaki, Economopoulos. Grab a seat, Costaki. One more time, Costaki, Economopoulos.
The band is so nice. Could you guys come to all my shows? You're very generous.
I will there. They'd be happy to join. You are fantastic. Football comedian, the material that you do, that you just did for us now, you do on your YouTube channel. Tell people about that.
I do have a YouTube channel, and it's a podcast, Quick Snaps the podcast. It started as a radio segment. I call about 12 different stations all over the country every Tuesday morning, so I'm exhausted today. Got up about 4:30 and started calling radio stations all over the place.
Similar to me, I did a theme writing contest, and they gave me the slot Tuesday nights, and that's it.
So yeah, I call all over the place and do football jokes. It's a pleasure.
It's fantastic. You can catch it on YouTube. You can. Where can you catch Quick Snaps? Because
there's Quick Snaps the podcast. That's one good way to do it.
Right.
Also, I do a YouTube clip every week called Sunday Best.
Right.
Where I kind of throw together like my favorite jokes of the week that was.
You review what has just happened. Got good.
Yeah, a little bit like
each
this
and every
actually. Yeah,
Sunday.
right.
That's fantastic. Who you picking for the Super Bowl? I know you were talking about it earlier.
I think it's Chiefs.
You're going Chiefs with it.
Chiefs are unstoppable right now. You know them, right? No, boo. All right.
But the 49ers hung 20 quick on the Packers.
You're going to bet against Patrick Mahomes this year?
It's tough this year. This year he is in peak form.
Yeah,
he really is. A 49ers fan my entire life. And
okay.
I actually got to...
Oh, yeah.
That was a bizarre...
They're booing your entire life, not the 49ers.
Mixed reviews.
I got to work their season opening party this year. So when the players found out that they were on the team that evening, I went to the coach's house
That's
and hosted
great.
a casino party. So
That's
it
great.
was the best part about it was my whole life I wanted to meet the 49ers.
Yeah.
And I finally met them, and I was older than each and every one of them.
Ah.
Yeah. Even Robbie Gold, the gold standard.
Those
That
are the
happens.
richest people that ever ignored you.
I go to the.
Well, that's agents. Yeah. You know what? We're out of time, but I want to finish on a game with you. Can we do that?
Let's do a game.
We've got Super Bowling, and I think we should go out with it. You down?
Okay, let's do it.
All right, boys. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? All right. I'm going to close down with Costaki, Economopoulos.
Brought to you by our sponsors.
By our sponsors, Chicken McNuggets. They'll get you kicked out of El Cid. All right.
Willow
Now, as the
Coffee.
challenger, I'm going to let you go first here. What the fucking fuck is that? Well, set them up really.
Grouping.
God damn it. That's still a trash.
Here we go. It's coming. Here we
How
go.
did we not get that? All right. Jesus H. Christ.
Hit it.
Wow, and we
did not
almost
hit the
broke our camera. Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, you got a couple of them.
Well, that was a metaphor for the entire show. Ladies and gentlemen, Costaki, Economopoulos. Big ups to Darrick Martin, Tracy Murray, Dax Jordan, our house band, Cheyenne Jolene. You guys are great. I was even better. Please come back to the show. We're here every Tuesday night. Next week, we got all these people. People from The Office, Public Enemy, and a fire dancer. What the fuck more could you want? 2 mics? I'm Aaron Ross. You guys are great. I was even better. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this?